Hey guys, it's Serge and Jason. I think he's there or here. This is new to us, so kind of adapting. That's kind of what we're talking about today: is adapting to the current normal. And it doesn't mean that this is the normal. It's definitely the normal for now. And for now, we don't know the exact finish line of this whole thing. There might be multiple, like temporary finish lines, and then the main one later. But in the meantime, we love to talk to you guys about how we're adapting, how other businesses are adapting, and how you can utilize current situation to your benefit now, and how you can take those pieces or the content that you create or the things that you create and use it to your benefit in the future.
Yeah. So for us, our mission is to meet businesses where they are and to grow with them. Well, businesses now are finding themselves in a really strange place. It's the new normal or the new abnormal or the temporary normal or whatever it is. The way you're doing business is going to change. It has to change, right? So for us, we're adapting because our mission is still the same, to meet people where they are and help them grow with marketing and design and all that kind of thing. But our methods might have to adjust from there. And so for our clients, we've got people who they've got a mission to meet with people, and usually they do it face to face, but now their method has to change. And so that method may look like something different, something online, something they're not used to. And that method may not be perfect immediately. It may not be beautiful as soon as you try it, but we've got to learn how to adapt. And so in that adapting to what's going on, there's going to be a lot of trial and error. So for us, right now we're trying this out. I don't know if Serge is right there or if he's right there. It doesn't really matter.
I'm right here. What are you talking about? I'm right here.
We're trying things, and we're going to see, maybe this works, maybe it fails, but we've got to try it to see what works, because we have to adapt to this situation. We can't just sit here and pout and say, well, nothing's going to work for me now.
Yeah, it doesn't benefit anyone. It doesn't benefit you or your clients. Because let's say this is a month or 2 months. Well, you better start utilizing this time to figure out a way to survive these next 2 months or a month and a half.
Yeah. And so we're talking about just all different kinds of ways, and we've offered our clients new things that we didn't necessarily offer before. We had talked about, and of course they were always on the table, but now everyone's being forced into adapting to a certain thing. And so that's what we're doing, is we are adapting right along with them. If we just say, well, we're just going to have to wait until everything's back to normal, that may not ever happen again. So we're just having to adapt. So your mission is not going to change, but your method might have to. And so that's just kind of the space that we're in.
Yeah, I mean, throughout history, things have changed. I mean, fax machines used to be the way to send people documents. Not anymore. Cell phones used to be like a rarity between people, and now it's like there was a tipping point where cell phones became so accessible that everyone could have them. Now, this technology of these like online meetings has been here for a long time. People don't really utilize it, and then now it's like, oh, we have to only communicate online. Wow, what is this Zoom thing? What is this Skype thing? Or how do I do FaceTime? Or how do I adapt and use it? So I want to say something about how you can use the methods that you're forced to use now, and make sure that they are something that you could use in the future. So some of you can use this method. Let's say if you're selling insurance or something like that, where you don't necessarily have to meet in person. You could still get business. You could still communicate with clients. You can still send documents, get documents signed through fax, like I said, or email or scan or DocuSign, and many different ways you can still do business. Some of you cannot do business, like where, let's say you're a spa, where you're a massage therapist, or you teach music lessons. You can't really, well, music lessons can still utilize this opportunity to teach online, but that's a bad example. But you take these, you don't have the opportunity to meet with your clients. Well, many times our clients say, I don't have the time to create content. I don't have the time to write a blog. I don't have the time to write a better bio, or to make a video, or take better pictures of my staff, or even something as simple as updating your space that you work in. Right now is the perfect opportunity for that. So let's say you cannot meet with your clients. Let me use that one example first. You can create those content pieces, not just video, but photo, written copy, updating your website. Like we've been doing a deal right now to help people kind of give them a break throughout this time to help build people websites that don't have a good website and never had the time to really wrap their head around that. And now they're forced to use their website and their website's outdated. That's one of the things we always say is don't think about like how your tools are working for you now. Think about how they're going to be working for you when you need to use them the most. Like your website is, it's an oversight or it's something that's not, I don't use that until a time like this comes and you have to use your website and you're stuck. So, so the people that cannot meet with their customers or do their services, right now is the time you can create these content. Let's say if you're a restaurant, talk about the restaurant, make a video. You could do it on your phone, do it at your restaurant, it's really, really cheap. It's a few $100s of lighting if you really, really want to get it decked out. Maybe $100 in lighting and a tripod, and you can start making a video about your restaurant, how you became a restaurant owner or a chef or a restaurateur or whatever you want to call it. Your methods of cooking and your methods of how you want to create the environment around the restaurant. So those kind of things you can create now and use them now and send that out to your following, your Instagram, your Facebook, your email list, whatever. But then those things can be used later. That can be part of your online presence. Like you can have those videos on your about page, or you can pin it to your Facebook or something like that. So a blog, you can write a bunch of blog content that's really important for your website, like we always say. And you can write blog content for the rest of the year this month. You write all the content and then you release it throughout the rest of the year. Or social media posts. I mean, there's the amount of things you could do right now that will benefit you in the future is so vast. And there are so much tools out there, and they're very, very either cheap or completely free to use right now. Jason, anything else you want to add to that list of things?
We always say that your website should be your best employee, right? And so you don't always have time when you're running your business to get your website to be able to answer all the questions that you typically need to answer. So right now, you could be working on your website to answer all the frequently asked questions. If someone has asked you the question, or 3 different people have asked you the question 3 times, that answer needs to be on your website so that someone can ask you that question at any time of the day and they get the answer right there. So again, that's meeting people where they are. And now, if you've been forced to have some time that you don't really know what to do with, that's what you can do, is build up that very best employee you have that you don't actually have to pay. So this feels like it's not a gift. We feel like it's kind of a punishment that we've all been isolated and things are different, but it could be a gift for you for the future if we adapt properly. So there are some things that we need to do to help drive our mission and connect with people where we are right now by changing our method. Or if we don't have a way to actually connect with our clients, then we need to be working on how we can service them in the next months to come, right? And so that's basically what we're talking about today, is adapting to help bridge all those pieces, not just have another time of brokenness or isolation.
The other thing I wanted to say is the people that can run their business right now, like I said, insurance or music lessons or a variety of different things, like trainers, for example. You can still train people via Skype or via Zoom. I mean, the list goes on and goes on. I don't think you should think about this time or these methods as something like, well, right now this is what we're doing, but later on we're going to go back to our old way of doing things. That is definitely not the way to think about it. I think right now is the time to say, this is what we're doing now. And when the new normal comes back, or the old normal or the old way comes back, this is not going to go away. It is going to be added to what we already do. You could then meet people a lot more efficiently. Some people are still going to want more meet in person. Some people still want in-person lessons or training because there's no replacement to human contact, in my opinion. Maybe the technology will be so great that you can create a hologram of your insurance client and teleport them into your office and meet with them that way in the future. But right now, that's not the reality. So you using the tools that you're using now should be something that you add to your toolbox in the future. It doesn't mean that you're just going to toss this out the window, because if you do that, you kind of just you're taking one step forward, two steps backwards, or one step forward, one step backward, basically. So you're not really growing. In this case, if you take two steps forward right now, and then you add the existing things you were doing before, you never really taken a step backward, and you never really being hurt by this time. It makes it more difficult to adapt and adjust, but adapting and adjusting is the time when you're actually growing as a business or as a person, as an entity. So I think right now the mindset, like fear and uncertainty, can be extremely paralyzing, not just in business but just in life. And so a lot of people are following so much media, and the mainstream media is creating all these scary articles and things that are happening in the world. Yes, there are scary times, but fear is not going to help your business grow. Fear is not going to help you succeed in the future. Let's be positive, this thing snaps back, and not this thing, but society snaps back and come back to some sort of a existing normal plus the new normal, and we're able to meet in person, covered in hazmat suits and masks, but we are able to meet. Well, why not take this time to prepare for that future normal, and utilize the tools from now and the tools from the past, and combine them and actually become stronger businesses, stronger entrepreneurs, owners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of our message today. If you have questions on how you can help grow your business, if you want to do a call with us, we'll do a completely free consultation of the things you could be doing. DM us, message us, email us, give us a call, whatever. We're here to help you guys. If you have any questions, if you want topics, if you want us to cover topics in the future, let us know. We're going to continue to create these as consistently as we possibly can. We're not as consistent, but we're trying.
We're adapting.
Yeah, we're adapting. To say that we have been busy is such an understatement in this current market.
In fact, I got to get back to work.
Right? Yeah, we got to go, guys. See you later. Contact us for more content, and we'll see you next time.